Hi, PeriPeri here again. So, in my last video I attempted to do a back-to-back on the 3 hottest chilies in the world. I tried the Trinidad 7-pot Douglah, I tried the Trinidad ButchT Scorpion, and lastly but not least I did the taste test on the Trinidad Moruga Scorpion. That's it here. Thanks to Apple, this is mirrored, but nonetheless, I think everyone can see that. And there's the pods in the back. These are from Mark from ButchT.net. I actually had a discussion with Mark, and I think maybe 3 back-to-back may have been a bit much, in the sense that by the time it came to the last taste test, which was the Moruga, the Trinidad Moruga Scorpion, which is now reputed to be the world's hottest, my taste buds and pain receptors in the mouth may have been quite dulled. In fact, I seem to remember the thought of being able to shovel coal in my mouth and not being able to feel the difference after the Douglah and the ButchT. Nonetheless, I'm going to give the Moruga its dues. I'm going to do a one-on-one with the Moruga, no other chilies, just to give it a fair taste test. When we have a look at I've got a pod here, without a doubt, I think we can see that is a Moruga shape, a red chili, obviously a dried pod. Smell-wise, again, dried chilies, paprika kind of smell. Obviously this is a dried pod, so but I can see, I mean, without a doubt, this is a Moruga. It's wrinkly. It's got that little protrusion coming from a upper fold. So without further ado, pop it in my mouth, chew it for a couple of minutes, and I'll give you my honest review on this. Here goes. All right, it's already burning. Right, very fruity flavor. Traces of orange. Reminds me very much of the naga or the ghost pepper. Burn sets in quite quickly, although, as I've experienced, certainly with the dried pods, it does take a while to build up. It's a very gradual build up with the burn, quite deceptive. A pleasant flavor. If I reflect back on my, here comes the hiccups. If I reflect back on my ButchT experience, I would say it's there. But flavor, there's the hiccups. But flavor-wise, in my personal opinion, this one has a lot more flavor. Very nice flavor. Very nice overall burn coming through. Sorry, the eyes are watering. There we go. Very, very nice flavors. Fruity flavors. And already the heat is beginning to really kick in there. The burn at the back of the throat, that hot coal burn at the back of the throat, there it is. But the flavor is still there. Not as, yeah, good flavors going around. Nice fruity flavors. That orangey flavor that I associated with the Naga is now dissipated. It's now getting to the point where actually the pain and the burn is beginning to supersede the flavors. The back of the throat, the top of the tongue feels like there's gripping going on top of the tongue, like a sandpaper gripping. Like a tenacious rasping on top of the tongue. The back of the throat, round about here, is really burning quite severely. But I can still taste the flavor. Very pleasant flavors. If I have to compare the ButchT to the Moruga that I'm trying now, in my honest opinion, I believe that the Moruga has much more flavor. The burn is completely different. The heat, the burn, and the pain in the mouth is completely different. In this instance, the pain is very much at the back of the throat. I also don't remember the rasping, gripping burn on top of the tongue, which is totally unique in this instance. I would say that, sorry, the tears are going here. That hot air coming out. It's just burning again. But yet, I can still taste flavor. So I'm enjoying this. I am actually enjoying this. I don't think anyone would eat a whole pod with the intention of enjoyment, but for the intention of sampling each pod in its own right. I suppose there's only one way to do it. Oh, the back of the throat. It's caning the back of the throat. It really is. That hot coal is around the back there. The roof of the mouth is beginning to burn also now. The burn on the tongue has subsided. Still very sweet flavors. Side of the mouth, I can taste peppers. Little bit of sun-dried tomatoes there somewhere, but overall a sweet, enjoyable taste, fruity taste. Heat is beginning to cool down now a bit and subside. No, still there on top of the tongue, but at the back of the throat, it's beginning to calm down a bit now. How many minutes are we looking at? We're looking at 9 minutes now. Oh, much more well-rounded. As far as the mouth experience goes, there's burn at the back of the throat, there's burn on top of the tongue, there's burn on the side and on the roof of the mouth. Overall, an even glow. What I found unbelievably painful with the ButchT was the effect underneath the tongue. There's a little bit of that going on with the Moruga, but really nothing compared to the ButchT. as far as I'm concerned, this is an incredibly, incredibly hot chili, without a doubt. But are they on the same level? I cannot say. It's possible that I have eaten a pot that maybe is not as hot as it should be. But what really made the ButchT rule supreme in the burn department was those scorpions I experienced underneath the tongue that started stinging underneath the tongue. I also had my eardrums vibrating, so there was something funny going on with the nerve endings in the face and all that kind of stuff, which I do not seem to be experiencing with the Moruga at this instance. So yeah, certainly a very, very, very hot chili, and not one not to be tried lightly. You can see I'm sweating here. Hello. So overall, as far as chili heads go, yep, this is a thoroughly enjoyable chili. It's making me sweat, it's making me burn, it's giving me an overall glow, it's got flavor. Yeah. Flavor department, I rank the Moruga higher than the Trinidad Scorpion. In the burn department, with these particular samples, I would say that the ButchT that I tried really nailed me. And that's not to say that this one isn't as hot, but certainly the way that my mouth was burning underneath the tongue and my ears were vibrating with the ButchT would, in my opinion, still put the ButchT higher than the Moruga Scorpion on the heat department, on the burn department. We all know that all the different chilies burn differently. So I think maybe that is the differentiation. The different concentrations of capsicum that affect the mouth in different ways. For me, yeah, the Moruga is actually overall a very hot but quite pleasantly, quite a pleasant chili to experience. Yeah, and the Scorpion, ooh, that was painful. So that's me, PeriPeri. Ooh, I still get Jimmy at the back of the throat. Sure. Anyway, a very, very, very hot chili, but one that still has good flavor. In my opinion, the one that I still enjoy the most is the Naga, the ghost chili. Beautiful flavors, not as hot, but really awesome, awesome flavors. That's me, PeriPeri, signing out from South Africa. Cheerio.